Hello and welcome to the Tip of the Week by Dr. Amy Starr at Mesa Veterinary Clinic, Paws and Hooves Mobile Veterinary Services, and San Francisco Stables. So last week I talked about why it's important to spay and neuter your dogs and cats. This week I wanted to follow up just a little bit with that and give you some information on how to choose a clinic to do that and some important things you want to be aware of involving the surgery itself. So again, just to educate a little bit more, make sure that everybody's making the right decisions that is correct for you and your pet. Everybody's individual. So a couple of things we think about are, the main thing you want to make sure of is that you have really good communication with your veterinarian. If you're already set up with a veterinarian, that's great. You want to use your regular vet to get the surgeries done, because obviously that's the vet that already knows your pet, knows you guys have already built a bond and a trust there, and they're going to be available for any post-op complications that may come up, or even just questions or concerns that you may have. So the number one recommendation I always give is talk to your regular vet, and in all cases if possible that you choose to go with them. Sometimes that's not always available. Sometimes we do have to choose options that may save us a little bit of money because of different situations that might be out there. And I do just want to let everybody know that not all spay and neuter clinics are equal. There are some differences, and I urge you to educate yourself in those differences, and also educate yourself in the different options that you're given when you do go take your pet for surgery. So a spay or a neuter is not just a simple procedure. Obviously it is routine, we do it a lot, so it becomes very routine or simplified, but it is a full abdominal anesthesia surgery where we are opening up the abdomen and removing organs, and obviously that can lead to bleeding and pain and stuff like that. So you want to choose an option that gives you the best safety for your pet, and also that educates you on what is needed for aftercare. It's really important. There's a lot of aftercare or post-op complications that can be prevented if there is good aftercare at home by the owner, okay? So a couple things that you guys may hear about when you take your pets in for surgery are, do you want IV fluids? Do you want additional pain meds? Do you want pre-anesthetic blood work? Those things are not things that clinics recommend just to get more money. Obviously, we're not in it for the money, we're in it for the best care of your pet. And those are things that if you yourself get a surgery, like a spay is a hysterectomy. We're actually taking out the uterus and the ovaries. So if you yourself go in for a surgery like that, your doctor is going to require that you have blood work beforehand. They're going to require that you have an IV catheter and fluids during the procedure. And obviously you're going to have a whole bunch of medications that you're going to go home with afterwards. So the same level of medicine is what we want to offer our pets. The IV fluids are there to keep your pet as safe as possible during the anesthesia. Gives us an emergency access so that anything happens during the anesthesia, we can administer emergency drugs right then and there. It boosts the blood pressure because blood pressure always drops in any anesthetic procedure. And it also helps to flush out those anesthetics so that your pet recovers quickly and doesn't feel as groggy afterwards. Pre-anesthetic blood work is also very important. In those young animals, it gives us a baseline so that we can catch any genetic problems, so that if they do become sick later on, we know what their normals are. And it also makes sure that those organs are functioning well enough to be able to push out those anesthetic drugs and keep the pet healthy during the procedure. Okay? Obviously pain meds, we all want to feel comfortable after a surgery, so pain meds are also very important. So my main point at this is just make sure you educate yourself, make sure you ask the correct questions. Not all low-cost spay and neuter clinics are created equal. There are differences. So check those out, talk with your veterinarian, and make sure that you have the information you need. Alrighty, have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.